our current reality in terms of what we're dealing with. Let me see what George Paulson said. He says, who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. Amen. One more. Everything that which is done in the present affects the future by consequences, and the past by redemption. That oftentimes that when you and I come to begin to deal with what we see as our present problems, things that we are dealing with in our now, in our present reality, things that are going on, that oftentimes the assumption is that there's something in my immediately experience that has caused my present reality. Oftentimes we keep on asking, why is it that we experience recurring issues, recurring problems? Why is it that I constantly come to the same place? Why is it I keep on experiencing these same things? Why is it that I keep on being confronted with the same kind of hope? Why is it that I still have the same stuff? My reality never changed. And it's almost like an Israel who walks through the wilderness 40 years and never raised a real pertinent question in the issue. Why is it that we are still moving but we're not making progress? Why is it that we're still talking about change but we're not experiencing change? Why is it that we're talking about better and getting better and doing better and going better, but we never ever get there? It's always just a current conversation that is always talked about, but never a current reality that ever is experienced. And now we be looking and asking ourselves, what's wrong? How and why we can't move forward? Why is it that we can't grow beyond where we are? Why is it that we can't experience nothing different? And why is it that we settle for 40-some years? You tell me 40-some years, the same block, the same motion, the same walk, the same journey, and nobody raised the real question in terms of how do I get out of this rut? How do I change my current reality? How do I do something different other than what I've done? Is it that we enjoy this misery, this pain? We enjoy this life and this stuff that we deal with so much that we change our appetite for success, and we change our appetite for progress, and we change our appetite for growth, and we make ourselves believe that we're better than actually what we are, and that our current reality is better than what we really said is. Isn't that we have lost the ability to make real assessment in terms of ourselves and make an assessment of our situation and come to the reality that it ain't doing it. It ain't getting it. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't accomplishing nothing. We ain't doing what we're supposed to do. We ain't getting any better. I'm the same person. I do the same thing. I'm following it. And though the months may change in terms of where I vary what I do, at the end results of the year, I'm still in the same place when I get there. There's a current problem that David is dealing with, and he don't know why, and he doesn't know what's going on, or how is it that they keep on doing. Watch what the text says. The text says that David was experiencing famine for 3 years. For 3 years, they're experiencing famine. For 3 years, they are experiencing resource lack. They have a resource problem for 3 years. And nobody seems to really raise the question. Almost as if they accept it. First year they accepted it. Second year they said it was going to get better. Third year they said it's got to be. If they're good Christian, good religious folk, you know they're one for the Father, one for the Son. Definitely not Jesus. But even one for the Father, one for the Son, nothing is changing in his current reality. And David realized that there must be something wrong. There must be a problem because we are experiencing lack. There's a resource issue. Man, I wish I had time to really deal with that. I deal with it at a time when I can go in. But have you ever experienced family in your life? Have you ever been in that place where you need more, you want more, but you're always coming up with less? You ever been in that place where you start asking these questions in terms of it? Why is it that I can't get ahead? Why is it that I can't move forward? Why is it that I'm not accomplished? Why is it that I'm still dealing with this thought that I have when I really need to be who I want to be. And be where I want to be, and to do what I need to do. And it happens in every context because nothing can move without resources. There must be a point of resources into something in order that something may become something. And I think the theology of Billy said it right here. He says nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You got to have something if you want to do something or be with me. Either way, same thing. Amen. I think Billy Preston was right. You know, he became a preacher after he got through singing that song. He decided that he might need to go to a resource. And that's the issue, is that some of us believe that nothing from nothing can bring something. I wish I could elaborate and talk about how I know it, because we keep on connecting in places of nothing, doing things of nothing, never accomplishing nothing, and then asking ourselves, why is it that I'm always in this place of lack of? Because you pour your sources, you connect to things that brings about nothing. You make investments of your money and your time in stuff that brings about nothing. You spend your time, your money, your efforts in stuff that gives you nothing, no more than just a momentary feel or a momentary issue, but never ever lead to anything or significant or substantial enough to be able that you be able to give it or trade it for something else. Because baby, I stop by to tell you, no matter how many times I've been to happy hour, I've never been able to give nobody my happy from my happy hour. It leads to nothing. I ain't just talking about happy hour at the bar. I'm talking about happy hour on Sunday morning, because some have happy hours on Friday. Some of us have happy hours on Sunday, where we come in intoxicated on a religious thought that I can come in here, sing a song, say a prayer, yeah, get a word, walk out of here, my life's gonna be happy. No, baby, you just took a drink of religion that will not satisfy that which the soul requires, because the soul requires something of substantiation that is able to change and transition. We all have our happy hour. The businessman have his happy hour. The church man have his happy hour. The social, all of us have a happy hour in some context to where we try to escape from our reality and not deal with it. And when David said, I can't live like that. Yeah. Yeah. He says there's a present problem. And the present problem is there's a resource problem. And the problem is that when you and I started realizing there's a resource problem. You know, the resource problem ain't always money. It's just a small hypenness of your mind and think that money can cure things. But you and I, who can attest to the fact that it can't cure all things. Somebody lied to you and to me. Money does not solve everything. And because we're raised in the context of saying, get that money, go get that money, go get a job, get an education so you can get that money, get that money, get that money. And you get the money, but the money can't solve what you need to really get. So you live in the delusion. Lord, do the lack of money solves everything. Yeah, matter of fact, it solves less. Creates more problems. But money can solve. If you operate in the lack of it, you can't even solve that. I just have to do that, because my first church, they believed the theology of poor was better than the theology of God bless it. I told them I ain't rolling with that. Amen. I'm not suggesting money and everything, but I don't need a God that's going to leave me broke, poor, and don't have anything, because that's a problem there. Because if he owns everything, then he's my father, and I can't have anything. He'll bad daddy. I'm about to call child support on him, because if he's walking around with it all, and I none for me, that's an issue somewhere. I want my 10%, I want my 15%, I want my 20%. And if a good daddy give 15% in child support, then a great daddy ought to give more. Tell him I'm about to call child support on him if I got to walk around here broke and poor and disconnected when he on the counter of 1,000 here. That's not a good father.
Yes. My God.
Yeah. Watch what it says. He says there's a lack of resources. David said that he recognized there was a problem because that was a famine, and the famine created a lack of resources. resources around them to where they couldn't move forward, they couldn't develop, and they couldn't grow. No matter how good, and no matter how bad the army was, no matter how great, you know what, they couldn't do anything because you had people who fight for you. No matter how great are the minds that you had around you that is capable of doing ingenuity and being able to produce things and produce ideas and come up with great business plans, it ain't going to work because they can't eat. God has a way of knowing how to get our attention in places and in levels to where nothing else can help you. Because no matter how much education you have, if you're hungry, you can't think. No matter how much money you may have, that there's a lack of resources and there's no place to spend it and nobody can trade it with you, you can't think. No matter how much good time and no matter how social or politically you are, that there's no resources to help to move the political policies that you have, you can't think. God has a way of knowing how to tap in to get our attention, and some of us in this room don't realize the reason why nothing won't work and nothing won't move forward and you can't get a grip on it because God has tapped into your resources and said, I need your attention. I need you to listen to me because I can solve your present problem and I need to show you where it is.
Wow.
I'm not going to be long. All right. Pastor, take your time. Then we'll take that for a whole hour. I'm not what I love to do, so I do it all. Yes, sir. Well, somebody had to remind me just this week, said, Pastor, you know, the reason why you're so out of stretch with it because this is what we love to do. And I realize we do love the Lord and we love the Word. We just don't love Him like we do. Amen. I told him, that's not right. That's not true. That's all right, though. That's why He got me to be the pastor. They help you grow to that level. Amen? Ain't no problem. Now watch this. Not only did they have a resource problem, they had a recurring problem. That's one thing to have a problem for a minute. But to keep on having a problem is a problem. So it's right there in the text. He says, year after year, same problem. Year after year, no resources. Year after year, folk are hungry. Year after year, we operate on scarcity. Is there anybody in here feel like I'm operating on scarcity? I'm paying to the wrong part. Year after year. Yeah. I'm trying to get there. I'm going to keep moving in the text. That's verse 1, part 8. Watch this right here. I discovered that the problem is identified in one verse. And then it takes another 13 verses for them to rectify it. Isn't that not like how it is? It's easy to identify the problem. It doesn't take you a long time to figure the problem out, but it often takes a long time to rectify the problem that you figured out. And most of us quit because we don't want to go the long haul. We don't want to go through the endurance. We don't want to have to go and do all the things that need to be done in order to rectify. Many of us are looking for quick fixes, immediate changes. Looking at transition, but the problem is that the problem that was on the shore did not happen in one day, nor could you solve it in one day. It did not yet. That's what I was looking for. Man, come on, let's be honest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You want to fix it in one verse, but it requires more than that. You want to fix it in one day. But it requires more than that. You want a quick fix. And when I was in this room, want to go and say to people, just forgive me. No, that's some more to forgiveness than you just asking it and receiving it. Yeah. And that's why people, that's why many of us in here don't believe in forgiveness and don't want to deal with it, because the truth of the matter is that most of the time the people who come and ask you for forgiveness, they're so superficial in the fact that they really just want whatever the issue is to be kind of passed on. You're really going to say, I forgive me, but you're not changing. You want me to forgive you, but you won't make atonement.
Come on, Pastor.
You want me to forgive you, but you won't make an acknowledgement that you was really wrong. You want me to forgive you, but you won't want to deal with the fact of what you've done and how it hurt and what it affected. You want me to forgive you, but you won't deal with the fact that you hurt me and it took many days for me to get over what you've done. Why is it that you think I can get over it overnight just because you asked me? It affected me many years, but you want to get out of it in a few minutes, all of it just because all of a sudden you come to this country thing. Well, I did ask you to forgive me, yeah? Y'all got to let me think. I'm trying to stay in the spirit. You know, I'm trying to stay in the spirit. I feel that spirit up. Y'all keep me in the spirit today. So my emotions don't say stuff that I don't want to say today. I want to keep this clean. Amen. Watch this in the text. He says to him, right, so that's a recurring problem. But then David recognized that whenever you have a resource problem and a recurring problem, then that is necessary for you and I to seek a resolution. Yeah? Somebody didn't hear you. Why keep walking with the same problem, with the same issue, with the same stuff? Why keep on going through the same pattern when you don't want to break the pattern and you want something different, but you keep on doing the same thing? I think they say that's insanity. Those that do the same thing expecting something different. How is it that you're going to keep doing the same thing expecting something different? Ooh, I really. Yes, sir. The stuff you're doing is not fixing what you're going through. Why is it you keep on doing it if it's not fixing it? Who keeps taking medicine that won't help? Who keep on going by solutions that doesn't change anything? It don't take me long to talk about this hair growth. Been put it on TV, there's no hair growth. Somebody tell me something wrong with me to keep on buying and investing in something that doesn't change. Yeah. Yeah. I believe y'all relationships alone. But David recognized, and so he inquired of one who knows all. See, problems, most of the time when we can't find solutions or resolutions to our problem, is because we won't go to the source that knows all. And I asked myself, Pastor, why do you not go to the source that knows all in terms of whatever the issue is and whatever you're dealing with? And I told myself the reason I don't go to him, because part of the reason is I know that I'm part of the problem. Part of the reason is I don't want to go to him and ask him about this problem because he may deal with the other things that I don't want him to talk about. And since you know everything about me, I keep him out and I try to work on this stuff myself so that I don't involve him. Because when I involve him, he starts talking about, you came and asked me about this one, but I need you to fix this also, and I'm not ready to fix it. I don't want to fix it. I like it the way it is. And so I normally don't want to talk to God, because talking to God means I got to talk to God about everything.
That's right.
It all in your business.
Amen.
God start talking about the stuff you didn't even ask him about. God start pointing out, and you thought it was one problem, and God said, no, that wasn't the problem. The problem was something that you didn't even know. That you didn't want to deal with. And watch this. When he goes and inquires the Lord says the reason you got family for 3 years is because of something. I know when David heard that thing, I bet David started wagging his head. I bet David got real pissed off in the spirit. I know David got mad and angry and said, hear this man again. From 17 to 30, he chased me around, made me a fugitive, misused my life, attempted to kill me. Here this man go again, messing with and affecting my reality, and he has shown up in my situation again. This Benjamin Knight is dead. And he's showing up, messing with my current reality. People need to realize that just because people are dead doesn't mean that they don't still mess with your present and current reality. Because some of the things they did, and some of the things they left, and some of the laws they left on it, and some of the misways they taught you, still have you affecting your current reality.
Yes. That's true.
Yes, sir.
They dead. It's over with. No, it's not. it shows up in your dream. No, it's not. It shows up in your actions and your choices. It shows up in terms of how you treat others and how you deal with your situation and circumstances. Yeah, dead folk can mess you up.
Yes, sir. Wow.
David said, now not Saul again. Not this Benjamin Knight. Not Prophet Saint Knight. Not him. Showing up, affecting my reality. Be quiet of the Lord. He says, the Lord says, the reason why you're in famine, because your past enemy has affected your current reality. And you're going to have to deal with it. Whew. I mean, come on. It takes the Holy Ghost and a whole lot of God to have me trying to fix something that my enemy broke. Somebody, I'm on one of you. Many times we don't realize we have inherited the mistakes and the problems and the issues of those that stood in a place who took care of or was part of something that we was part of. And we don't want to do it. Well, we're glad to see him go. Come on, let's be honest. Not every announcement of somebody died was oh, I'm sorry. Some of it for me, I don't care. Y'all don't tell the truth in here. I'll tell you. Some of it been hallelujah. That Benjamin Knight is gone. I don't have to hide no more. I ain't got to I'm not that spiritual yet. Y'all get me saved. I need to be saved in that area. Some folk when they gone, I be dancing.
I know you're right.
Finally at last. And see, that's the reality that we don't deal with when we come to deal with the current reality of our situation. We sit and lie to ourselves at the fact that I'm happy about everybody that's been part of my life. And though I praise God for my enemy, I'm glad to see my enemy go. Don't bring him back. Hope he don't make it in the resurrection. I don't even want to see him in here. See, that's the thing we don't do, Brother Joe. We keep on walking over and you're dealing with folk and walking with folk and embracing folk that you really don't really have that you really can do. And your life is most miserable because you've suppressed the problem and the issue and deal with a current reality and live as if it's okay when it's not okay. And that's what they did that affect you. You make yourself love where there's hate and then say it's normal. Don't you think they would see this?
Go ahead.
Let me get out that. Watch this. He says, okay, keep you see the spiritual growth and the spiritual development. You know, watch this. God was telling David to do so much here with Saul that David had matured and was mature enough to say, good, I'll fix this problem. Because I don't have to deal with it. Because he's gone. I need people to come closer to this right now. I need you to come closer. Sometimes you need to fix a problem with folk that really hurt you. Because fixing the problem will put you in a position where you don't have to deal with it. See, the reason why David could fix Saul's problem because David knew in the truth that I don't have to deal with him anymore. In the last thing he's done to affect my life, I'm about to bring the resolution and resolve to it to where he'll never affect me again. And the problem with many of us in here, we have not dealt with the people who affect your life, and you therefore how you know how they dead and they gone. But you emotionally still brought up when their name come up. You call up a few people names that I know, and I be like, just like those who make you cry and make you sad that they're gone, there are those that make you like, you know, because you won't deal with it. I wish I had time to minister because that is a real strong moment for ministry. For you to deal with reality, the fact that your current reality has been affected by some past issues, and many of us have got past issues that we never really dealt with, we never really addressed, we never really talked about. You ain't talking about the person who hurt you, exploded you, took advantage of you. You ain't talking about the person that left you damaged. You ain't left to talk about the person that didn't give you to provide for you the right stuff that you need in order for you to move and succeed. You ain't talked about the real issues of your life. You ain't talked about what has been taken and robbed from you. You're so glad that you survived it. You have not dealt with the issue of the fact that I got to correct it, because survival is not living. People live in family and survive. But those that are the sons and daughters of God should never ever accept just survival mode. I'm more than a survivor. I'm a conqueror. But I got to conquer the stuff that is conquering me in order to be one. David said, I'm cool. I beat Saul once, I'm about to beat him again, and I won't let the legacy of what he's done to affect my legacy of what I'm going to do. And many of us allowing the legacy of what somebody's done to affect in terms of what you're going to do. And that's why you can't get past them. And that's why when you get to certain places and get to certain people, you deal with certain people, and therefore you shut the doors on other people who will be different in your experience, because you're still weighing in terms of the person that was in your last experience. Yeah! There's a better experience, there's a better person, there's a better relationship, there's a better source, there's a better connect. You just got to let it. Questions. He goes for the resolution. But in order to get the resolution, you have to address the problem. Past issues. Verse 1. Listen to what is the past issue. You know why they consistently in their present reality? Because of past issues. Past reality. And one watch. He says, first of all, God identified as a person. He says, Saul is a person. Is it somebody in group to because of a person? God's trying to give you new experience, better experience, but you hung up on the person and thinking that God is relegated just to that person. That person could be your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your children, your husband, your wife, that person. Whatever person that holds you hostage to some bad experience, and you keep on allowing it to affect your current reality, your issue is the person. God doesn't have to give you the people you want in your life to do the things you want. You just got to give you something. Tell me, somebody was talking to me this week, and I talked about it. He said, how do you deal with the fact in terms of your mother was gone? I said, because I can deal with the fact that God can choose another person to do what he wanted my mother to do, because it's all about assignment, and it's all about his glory. I miss her so, but God filled my life with so many other folk. I'm spitting in the face of God to act as if God didn't do and make up the difference that was different in my life just because it wasn't that particular person. And I know that's hard, and I know that's a lot for you to grow. And I know you said, I'm never going to forget your mother, and I'll never forget mine. But I also thank God that I didn't have to forget her so far to the point that God let somebody else show up. And he covered me where she. Yeah. Yet some of us can't get past a person. We got to have that particular person. I mean, look at here. All my children, sometimes they rotate in terms of who want to act up. I remind them, when you act up, I got another one to cover. Somebody here just me. Don't act up. Don't act a fool if you want. If you don't like that, I'll go get some more. Because my heart is not relegated on the person, it is relegated on the experience that God is trying to give me. And if he's called me to be a father, I'm going to be a father no matter what. See, most of us, assign ourselves, it got to be him, it got to be her. I mean, some of them have been in 40 years of misery. Talking about you trying to keep something that somebody don't even have a clue or don't even want. And you walk in it, and you ain't even got the person, because the person doesn't qualify to meet the need or create the spirit that you need. And so the spirit you say you have, you don't have. Yeah, I don't mean to talk about against the covenant, because this is about covenant keeping. But some of us need to acknowledge that there's some covenant breakers. that ain't gonna never ever let us keep a covenant and never gonna let us have an experience of a good relationship, good marriage, because they covenant breakers.
Wow.
Yeah! Just shouted to myself. It ain't about the people. It ain't about the years. It is about the spirits that I get out. I'll stay right here. You can't call something that is not something. See, some folks be talking about you've been married for a minute. You're lying. Because the years that you was away, the years that you didn't carry your assignment, the years you didn't fulfill the experience, those are years that you did not give the experience of what marriage is. Marriage is, listen, God started marriage without a paper. He started with two people creating something for one another that could not be created by anyone else. And to keep that covenant. Yeah. God will give me a long sermon. Watch what happened. Saw a great covenant. Because Joshua had promised to protect the Israelites. Because of something they did. Covenant. God says to David, the reason why y'all hungry, the reason why y'all don't scared, the reason why y'all don't do that, is because y'all broke covenant. Don't rush. Don't rush and get mad at Saul, because you and I often make covenant with God and we break it. Bless me and I serve you. Bring me out, God, and I'll serve you all the days. If you get me out this time, I know what that's like. If you get me through it this time, I ain't going to do it no more, God. Wait 2 hours. I'm trying to figure out how can I do it without you getting mad. Covenant breakers. Make a commitment to God, never ever. Saul made a commitment, Joshua made a commitment that the children of Israel was to never harm him. And Saul didn't see it. Now I want to talk about that and I'm going to leave it on. Now, this ninja of mine has the audacity to mess up. And now God told him to kill the Amorites. And he wouldn't do it. But he wanted to kill the father that God had promised out of his seed. Isn't it fun? How we always try to keep the covenant somewhere else while violating the one that God asked us to keep. I'm doing it. Hear the rest of this and go, we feel the Holy Spirit. I'll say the Son. Problem of the past was there was a man who didn't keep the covenant that God had honored, but yet he broke the covenant that God asked him to keep. Can we talk about that? We're keeping covenants that God didn't ask you to keep, and breaking covenants that God asked you to keep. And yet you're trying to figure out why is it that you're experiencing something that creates lack in your life. Why is it that there's no peace, there's no joy, there's no real sense of, authenticity in terms of who you are, because you really don't know who you are, because you're always something else in terms of whatever you pursue in your chase. Air Jordans one day gave these to me. That's our children. No. I ain't gonna do that. My told me that I'll wear the thing. Watch this, give you this. Watch this. In the next 13 verses, he says, watch this, he says, because of the first one, because of the past problem, punishment that you were receiving from the past, that's that you currently out. Now watch what the next thing he says. There has to be a petition. Maybe this is a good point of walking out, talking out, not preaching out. You sound real social. Watch this here. It's right here. Watch this. A petition of repentance. Acknowledging the wrong, amending the wrong, and atoning for it. And men was in this room reality is not affected by some past issues. And it's a good time to come to Jesus in terms of this. Let's really sit down and talk about it, because there's a need for you and I to prosper, to not be in family, to not suffer back, not to be in a place to where we're on scarcity. It doesn't make good in terms of the testimony of who our Father is. It ruins his. I mean, no use you coming here hollering every Sunday. Oh, glory every Sunday. And then have a bad reputation with the people you pay bills to. The Lord, I'm the Lord's child. Your Lord is broke. Because you never ever paid back when you make covenant. That's the reality of it. Because some Christians think that God deals with shady character. I don't do that. We holler grace. God gonna give me grace. Yeah, grace is to grow you up. Grace is to give you favor so that you don't suffer and experience lack in your life. Grace just don't cover your problem. God, He covers your future and your potential. Grace brings to you a power and a capability that no one. And watch this. And watch this. You experience it. Wow. I'm going to go. He says, first you have the knowledge. What Saul did was wrong. Then he had the knowledge that they have to make amends for it. That's what David said, what can I do? What can I do? Jesus, I'm going to be asking yourself. Whatever the problem is, whatever the issue, asking yourself, what can I do to make this right? And then, for the life of you, is the Bible. From the same person who did it, this is the same person who watched his mom and daddy. You often go to the tone and fix the mend your children's problem, but it's not the men that are fixing the men. It's not the place to. Watch this. Some of us try to throw our money at it and go fix it and go give something and say it's right, but it really is not. Because money can amend when it comes to creating brokenness in people's lives. When you destroy their life, money cannot replace lives that has been taken. Some of us come to church, come to throw a bunch of money, say, I give this pastor, do this, but it doesn't make an amend in terms of the things on the wrong that you do. That has to be done with it in terms of your acknowledgement in which you amended it and you atonement for it. And that's what the secular people said to the Christian folk. We don't want money. We want a property. You killed. So give us, watch this way. It takes $7. $7. 7. 7 is the number. He said, give me 7. 8, 7. Well, watch me. We start talking about covenant relationship with this guy. He didn't give him a feedship. I wish I tell you, he was probably the most person who really knew. But see, Mephibosheth, who betrayed David later, probably was the one he should have given. But he didn't give it. Not because he was worthy of David's honor. Watch why. He didn't give it because of a covenant relationship he had with Jonathan. He had a covenant oath that he made with Jonathan. Somebody, you missing it. Yeah, I'm about to close it like the Baptist. They are called, they give them 7. But who they don't give? It's Jonathan's seed. Yeah. I got there. Brother John Ash and I asked, why not John? Yeah. But when I got to this part, I started hollering, this is unfair. I said, how can David promise that I give you the sons of Saul when But when he got to Jonathan's sons, he said, not him. And the reason why you can't have him, because he's under covenant relationship. Yeah, no matter what the offense has been, he is not available. Yeah, no matter how low down he is, he's not available. Can I help you out when I talk about Mephibosheth? Mephibosheth was the son of Jonathan that was crippled from his birth. Mephibosheth was living in Lodabar. Mephibosheth was one that missed his opportunity. Yeah, but one day David decided he wanted to bless Jonathan's name, and David pulled up the records and saying, is it any out of the house of Jonathan that I may show the kindness for Jonathan's sake? Yeah, and I thank God for David. And Sheba says there's one that's down in Lodabar. He's crippled, David, and ain't much to him. He's a has-been. He was a king that was supposed to be, but David says, go get him and bring him to me, because I'm about to bless him. But I can't end the story there. David brings Mephibosheth, place Mephibosheth at his table, feed Mephibosheth, and give him all the fortune of his grandfather. Turn all the money over that he had, turn all the land over that he had. But when David got in trouble, it's Mephibosheth that tried to turn on David. I hate to tell you, but Mephibosheth was a low down kind of character. But yet we see David saying, no matter how low down he is, no matter how messed up he is, no matter how crippled he is, no matter whether he missed his chance, but because of Jonathan, he's still on the covenant. And I'm going to my seat when I look back over my life, I got to admit that sometime I've been a Mephibosheth. I got to admit sometime my current reality, because I haven't dealt with my past issues. I have to admit that sometime the things I don't have is because of the things I've done. But I thank God for his amazing grace. You know, I am what I am. My past, my current reality is better than my past issue. Sister Hot Tower, because I'm in covenant relationship. Who you in covenant relationship in? David was in covenant relationship with Jonathan, but Derrick is in covenant relationship with Jesus. And every time somebody said he don't deserve it, Jesus says he's in covenant relationship. Every time they say hang me, Jesus say he's in covenant relationship. When they say hang me, he looks over to the Father and tell him I was hung up for his hang-ups. Don't hang him, I already been hung. Thank God for Jesus. Thank God that's hope for my tomorrow. Thank God, yeah, I'm gonna make it even if I don't deal with my past issues. I got someone that cover my past. I have someone sees my future. I have someone bless my present. Thank God for Jesus. Won't he do it? Won't he cover your hang-ups? Won't he cover your mess up? Shop in this room because I'm about to walk into reality. No matter what I did, no matter where I've been, no matter where, God will make a way. God the hill called Calvary. He died for you and I on the hill called Calvary. Yeah.
Thank you, God.
With your present.
Yes, God.
We deal with your past issues.
Yes.
Even if somebody else can.
Come on now.
Thank you.
Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. With you.